For generations, Ocean City has been a destination for families, and it's not just because of the beach. The boardwalk is a place to make memories. Some of the older generations may remember the boisterous chuckles of Laughing Sal, which young people can still see in the Life-Saving Station Museum. And Tremors Rides is and always has been a place that holds a special place in visitors' hearts. And of course, no visitor will ever forget Boardwalk Elvis and, of course, Jolly Rogers. Well, two local authors have come together to celebrate these iconic landmarks in Ocean City in a book called Ocean City Oddities. And Kristen Helf and Brandon Seidel join us today via Zoom. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us, Lisa.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Now, this is not the first time each of you have written or done any work about Ocean City. You've chronicled different aspects of Ocean City. Brandon, you've written books about the resort town before?
Yeah, I co-authored a book with another local author back in June of 2014, which was when our book was released. It's called Tremors Rides, and it basically chronicles the history of the amusement park down at the inlet over the last 100 years, from when the family first started out in Ocean City in the 1890s, and it sort of goes decade by decade, and just sort of gives a real good story as to how they endured the times. They endured storms, they kept growing, they were prosperous, and through images and storytelling, we were able to do a nice job with that.
Okay. Yeah, and Kristen, you've also written about the resort town?
Yeah, so after I graduated from college, I actually wrote for OceanCity.com, an Ocean City tourism website, where I had to do a lot of research on the history of the town, and I also chronicled a lot of local businesses. And I'd grown up coming to Ocean City. That's when I also lived there 2 years after college, and I was always really interested in just the history and the local flavor and everything, so it was perfect. And that's actually how Brandon and I met.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did you guys come together to write this book?
I think it was years ago now, but I had written a story about the Tremors haunted house on the boardwalk, which always fascinated me. I loved how campy and kind of weird and cool it was. So I did like a deep dive into the history of the haunted house, I think. And the research I did came a lot from his website. He has a whole website dedicated to the haunted house because it's something we both love. And he reached out to me on Facebook because we had this common interest, and we were both so interested in chronicling Ocean City and its like weird history. And then Brandon actually started doing a blog for me called Ocean City Oddities, which is kind of how this whole thing was born, really. That's how we got the idea for it.
So was a lot of the research already done, or did you have to do additional research for the book?
Luckily, I think it was probably 50-50. A lot of the images that we used and a lot of the facts that we kind of stated in the book were kind of in our collections that we've been sort of acquiring over the last, at least for me, the last 10 or 15 years, and probably the same for Kristen. And then the rest of it, we did have to kind of dig a little deeper and look into property records and on Ancestry.com, and we looked at obituaries, and we looked at news clippings from the past to sort of put all the pieces of the puzzle together for some of these stories that we wrote. So it was a little bit of both.
Yeah. Is there any particular story or oddity that stands out?
I will say for me, one of the newer things I had to research was Ocean Gallery on the boardwalk. And that was super fun. I'd already worked a little bit with Joe Crowart, who owns the gallery. My husband did a documentary about the gallery, so I knew him already from that. But it was always something that fascinated me, just seeing the like bright neon, crazy gallery on the boardwalk. So getting to investigate that further and learn how it came to be, it was just one of the many pieces of the book that was so much fun to research and to get to know the people that worked there.
How about you, Brandon?
I think a lot of the places that stand out for me are the places that I really enjoyed as a child visiting Ocean City with my family. So the 65th Street Slide and Ride and the Gold Rush Territory Amusement Center, and even older places that I've always been curious about, like the Shore Drive-In, which was along Route 50, which you can actually still see a part of the sign as you drive into town on the right-hand side. We have a large section in our book about that, and really talks about the drive-in from inception to when it closed and everything in between. So I think for me, my heart and soul was into a lot of those places that I really enjoyed with my family as a youngster.
Well, the name of the book is Ocean City Oddities. The authors are Kristen Helf and Brandon Seidel. Thank you both for joining me this afternoon via Zoom. We look forward to the release of the book June 15th, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, June 15th.
And we'll have all the information to get the book, get your hands on that book on our website, don'tmarvalife.com.